dude was a what was it Freemason? Where they call each other brother?
Ah, yeah, that is, but I was thinking more along the lines of like,
Hippie?
yeah, like a hippie.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
But hi,
Or
hello
even a
everyone.
former surfer.
Bruh.
Brother.
He used to ride the gnarliest waves.
He's British, and he came over and he's just like, "Bruv, I want to open up this sandwich shop."
God.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Bruv Jack, dude. But yes, we are live now.
Yep.
I did
Yes.
send, I
Ah!
sent the announcement, right?
Right.
Yes,
Yep.
it looks
Yes.
like you did.
Excellent.
What do I want to do? Let's start it off with a shut up, John.
Doobie doobie dooba doobie doobie dooba. H-O-T. Sorry. Noises. Good job. My
Let's check
finger
your
is not
posture, Bob.
food. Oh.
I didn't redeem it.
This
It was
is
the
the most comfortable pose for me right now. Get bent.
I mean, isn't that what you're doing to your back?
Hmm.
It is currently as straight as it can possibly be right now. So, get bent.
He
Like your
says the
back?
Uh,
You have to admit that one was
I
pretty set up.
It was pretty good.
yeah. I see I've just cultivated a group of friends who will all bully me. That's what
Yes,
I've done.
that's correct.
Not just you. We also love to bully John.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. I actively encourage bullying, John, so there's that.
You do. The interesting thing about that is, like, we both react very differently to being bullied.
Mm-hmm.
That needs study.
Uh,
You know who else needs to
is
be
that
studied?
John?
David
Sorry.
Cage.
Yeah.
I thought that was your Godfather intro. I'm disappointed now. Speaking of
No,
disappointments, welcome to the stream, Godfather.
Oh.
Are you talking about Godfather or the stream itself?
Yes. Hey, I promise nothing and deliver less, okay?
You could do worse.
Good recovery? Thank you. Yeah, you could do worse. I really thought that
Good
was
burn,
funny, and
too.
people got like other content creators were like really uneasy about it.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, no, you shouldn't say that. Why
Fuck 'em.
not? Like, it's the brand. Everyone knows it's self-depreciating. Nobody's gonna hear me say that and go like, "You're right. I'm gonna go watch Markiplier."
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna go watch one.
Fuck! God damn it! All right, let me find some.
God damn it. Every time Jack like posts the "you died" GIF, I just want to put the Koja picture in, but it's always in announcements.
Mhm.
Ah,
You died. Yes, Koja, stop staring me.
all right. What was I? Uh,
Wait, where did you put the announce? Oh, it's under Stream Live. Never mind. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, where announcements usually.
Hey, I figured it out this time.
God, I got such a good kick out of interaction with Bob the other day.
Hmm?
The guy made the executive decision that we're playing AI the Somnium Files. And I follow up with, yes, I've signed off on this decision.
Your face is tepid.
Which makes sense to only us. Only her and I. That's it.
Fine. I mean, it's.
It's
I
because
think I find humor in it.
Yeah, it's still
yes,
funny.
yeah, but it's also because we were trying to come up with titles for the stream. That is part of why sometimes we start late because he's struggling with the titles. I'm like, just put in anything, John. He's like, but it's important, Bob. And I'm like, yes, okay, it's important. Yes, dear.
Uh-huh.
And I help him brainstorm it, and he's like, and for the title that I came up with, I don't remember what it is now. He's like, the joke's there, Bob, but the delivery is tepid. And
Ah.
I received I received 2d4 psychic damage from that.
2d4 that
And
can kill someone.
yes, I know. So I'm saying
Like getting
it
stabbed
was very
twice.
unfortunate. Yes, yes, exactly. So I've decided that tepid is now tepid is now a war starting.
Yeah. So my face is
A
tepid.
war is, yeah. Because like tepid tea sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, but
Tea should either be hot or cold or ice cold. Not cold, like tepid. No. Koja, my love, my dearest heart, please, I beg you to refrain. Thank
let's
you.
try this. How's this sound?
I think you're
Yes.
giving Koja a little bit too much of the power in your relationship.
I mean, the power dynamic's always been in Coach's favor.
Yeah. I mean, she could die tomorrow, and I would be completely ready to die tomorrow too. That's how it
You
works.
could die tomorrow, and Koja will just keep on living.
Exactly. That's exactly how it should
Yep.
work.
And it will be a race between your parents discovering you and Koja consuming your body.
Yep.
Starting with the eyes.
Hmm.
I did not
It's
know
not like
that
we
one,
did.
though it doesn't surprise me.
I mean, it's the
Yeah.
softest tissue.
While it occurs to me, while I have only seen that depicted in film as them starting on like the fingers, it does occur to me that the actress probably didn't want them eating her eyes.
Mm.
That makes sense.
What facts in this channel? Oh God. Where the wait, not Toriyama. What am I thinking of?
Ito?
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Jojo.
Araki.
a
Araki,
cat
yeah.
might not need to even use their teeth to eat your eyes.
Yeah.
And to that I say, raro, 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 raro.
What?
That's fucking gross.
Mm-hmm. All right. That you say meow.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. Meouch.
All right. So last time,
Roar.
yes, the lack of webcam means that Leif will be represented by his persona.
Mhm.
The true face of Bjornvar.
Bobby Barrington.
Bjorn does mean bear.
Yeah, and Var means warrior, so
Mm-hmm.
Hey. You.
really it should be
have
a berserker, though.
No, he's a modern bear warrior. He's a warrior of the boardroom.
Oh, that's so lame.
Uh-huh.
Koja, don't bite my head. She's bullying me, everyone. Which is
You're
fair.
being
I
bullied
believe
by your cat. Have you tried
Yes.
bribing her?
I'll only encourage her.
Yep.
No,
Ow.
that's
Hey,
more
said
entertainment
no
for
bullying.
Well, the entertainment for everybody else is what we did last time, followed by what we do this time.
us. All right.
Mhm.
So, you guys actually made it to New Manhattan, underneath the state of New York. Not state, city of New York. You
It is underneath the
it
state
is,
of New
which
York.
is the state of New York, but it also might be underneath like New Jersey or like Connecticut or something. Like they're all kind of in that area.
There's just this section that's under New Jersey, and no one wants to go there.
It's actually quite funny as a
Because
thought.
you know that park you guys were at with the cave, that was like a stone's toss from the New Jersey border.
Yeah.
Well, that explains where she got the slime.
Poor Jersey.
Wow.
They just have their manufacturing sector in New Jersey
Mm,
because it has better taxes.
yep. But yeah, underneath the city, there's another city. It's not obviously as big as proper New York, but it's a proper city. Population's
Mhm.
got to be in the hundreds of thousands, just from looking around. When you arrived, you encountered two Templars at the gate, who were just dressed like normal people, but with swords. Got some information from them. Made your way to a restaurant, which served oddly normal food. And then I think you guys went to a store?
We did go to a pawn shop.
Pawn shop.
Juniper bought a bag of holding. Tony kind of perused around. I don't think we ever got an item list of what he actually had in stock generated. I don't know.
Right, I was
don't remember
meaning to
seeing one.
generate that.
But and then I believe afterwards we ended up. It was late enough. We decided to head to the Underdark club.
Yeah. That's correct. Yeah, it's a little after 4 o'clock. The earliest acceptable time for someone to go to a nightclub.
Just have the nerds showing up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We thought this would be a good place to have our D&D game.
Yeah, that'd be funny. So one thing that stands out to you is, in the couple of hours you've been here, it's been oddly, like, quiet.
Quiet?
Yeah, like,
Oh, I don't like that.
Not that many people out and about, and the ones that you did see were just, like humans, dwarves, elves, nothing really unusual. The first person you encounter when you leave is what I could only describe as a centaur juggalo.
Centaur Juggalo.
Yep, centaur wearing an ICP t-shirt with juggalo face paint.
Juniper looks at that centaur Juggalo and is like, centaurs exist. He's like, huh, centaurs.
I'm still not sure what a
just-
juggalo is.
Me neither.
In
I guess
character
no
in
ma-
real life.
Either.
Okay, so the Insane Clown Posse was
Which I
a,
know exists.
was a shock rock band in like the late 90s and
Was it
2000s.
rock? I thought it was closer to like just angst rap.
It's like rap metal, rap rock. Like they kind of go all over the place. They are rappers, but the music isn't strictly hip hop.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Who cultivated an image initially around like a lot of shock stuff and like
Violent clown
violence,
shenanigans.
hardcore imagery, but over time, along with their fans, kind of mellowed out and became more of like a tight-knit community that supports each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the core thing about like looking like a juggalo is wearing this like white and black clown face paint.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
We'll
wasn't
find
wrong
some
about that
reference
one, okay.
pictures for Bjornvar.
yeah. Reference pictures would be great.
So like Kiss, except less amusing.
Oh,
Yeah, basically.
Oh yeah, cringy or kiss.
Oh.
Open image, a new tab.
That's quite amazing. That's quite amazing
Hmm.
to be cringier than kiss.
No. It's a yeah.
Well,
There we go.
with Kiss, it's sort of this.
It's
It
in
was
modern
always
Path.
in fun, as far as I understand it.
Yeah, but with Kiss, it was also always a deliberate marketing scheme. From the beginning, Kiss, as Gene Simmons put it, was never meant to be a rock band. They were a rock brand. Right. So yeah, Centaur Juggalo. Across the street, you also see this big, hulking, bull-like guy.
Minotaur?
Like guy?
Yeah,
Or
like
should I roll?
I mean, it's a minotaur.
Okay.
I feel like most people know what that is.
A guy that
Yeah.
should be in maze somewhere in the middle of Greece.
Well, you say that, but he is wearing a toga.
Ah.
Probably the most reasonable, like, it's probably the most easy thing to get fitted for
Yeah.
his species.
Well, I did a little bit of world building about what some of these creatures would wear. And yeah, minotaurs wear loincloths, sarongs, and togas.
Traditionally, anyway.
No, in this city, in like this world, because they're it's hard to get clothes fitted, and they like to hang free.
Sure, there are
Wait,
exceptions, but they're
wait.
exceptions.
Hang free, like
Yes.
the clothes, or
Yes.
Yes.
Both.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
All three of them.
So
Yep.
kilts would also
don't-
probably work quite well for them.
Maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But not in this city.
oh,
God.
that's actually quite upsetting to hear.
Like, fucking... A minotaur in a kilt so cursed.
Traditionally,
Well, they don't
nothing
do
was
it
worn
because-
under the kilt, so...
Yeah, that'd just be cultural appropriation for them. And
They
wanna
wouldn't be comfortable
boundaries.
with it. Ah, that's funny. Socially conscious minotaurs.
That doesn't mean a minotaur couldn't be Scottish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of it's just Highland cattle type minotaur.
A Highland goo, so it's just super, super long haired.
God.
Oh no.
That's great, actually. He's just like, "Oi, laddie!"
The horns are so wide as well.
Yeah. Well, it's like those Asian
people are
bulls
having
with
a good-
those massive fucking horns.
Oh,
Highland cattle
let's
have
go
wide
through
horns as well.
sideways.
Yeah. Anyway, you're starting to see a little bit more of what you've heard, that the more conspicuous, like para-natural things are down here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So making your way to the club, it's a few blocks out. I take it you're just gonna walk?
Yeah, I don't see the point in us getting a rift or anything.
Yeah.
And unless anyone's got opposition.
Yeah. A good way to see the city is actually to walk it.
So after going down a few streets, something does stand out to you. You haven't seen a single chain restaurant yet.
I am in no way
Okay.
surprised. But I guess it would just look differently because of it.
Yeah, it looks strange. All of the restaurants are like local businesses.
Well, I like the idea that the first Underdark chain restaurant is just called The Chain.
The chain, yeah.
Oh,
Although by contrast, there is a Walmart.
That's just because Sam Walton is definitely not human.
ooh. All right, noticing all this, Tony does pull out his phone to look up a picture of Sam Walton to see if he's like a not human.
Right. I don't know what he looks like. Let me have a look at him.
He's just a freaking insect man.
Oh, he's the most generic looking old guy.
Oh, he just ages slower than normal. He's like that 1/10 vampire guy.
Nah, he's just a guy. Turns out Sam Walton was just human.
He's probably
The
awakened
warlock
though.
made a pact with somebody to get that Samus.
Maybe. But yeah, no chain restaurants and no big box stores except that Walmart that you see.
Big what stores? Sorry?
Big box.
Big box. Like large, carries a bunch of different kinds of things stores.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Walmart or Sears, but that's more Canadian.
Gotcha.
And Sears is pretty much gone now
Yeah.
anyway. Zellers was one of the other big ones, but
Like Tesco?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Tesco. Yeah. Walgreens.
I know Tesco.
There you go.
there's no Target.
Not down
Well,
here.
that because of a meme.
Alright, so you
Okay, go
arrive
on.
outside of the club. It's nestled in between a restaurant and an apartment building. The club
Does it
seems...
look?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go
No.
ahead. Oh, please.
I was gonna ask if it looked seedy or not.
You wouldn't say it looks seedy. It looks a little bit inauspicious from the outside. Like
Kind of one of those things
Inauspicious.
where it's got a sign out front, but it's not like huge neon sign. But you go down a couple steps to like the basement area of the building type thing.
Kinda. It does have
Or-
a top floor, but the top... Oh, you'll see in a second. Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
it's clearly marked as the Underdark. There's a sign on the outside. There's an orc bouncer standing next to the door. And, But yeah, it's not all lit up with, like, neon lights or anything. It's a fairly tasteful storefront.
Okay.
Orc bouncer.
So, are any of you under 21?
No, actually, Tony is 21 exactly.
Team. Oh, I'm 19.
Okay. Are you going to
Tony
do...
Did you set our maximum age at 21?
Yes.
Yes.
Tony nonchalantly just, pulls out his wallet, grabs his ID, walks up to the bouncer. Hey, how you doing there? Holds it up to him.
Bouncer just takes a look at it. No problem.
I totally...
Tony keeps on going.
What are you doing, Juniper?
Here's the thing with the current trend of makeups. You kind of look older than you actually are.
Right.
Yes, but that doesn't give you a ID that.
Ooh.
Well, keep in mind what your skill set is.
Yes, I know. Now
Now I gotta look something up. How old is everybody? Just out of curiosity. Tony's 21.
Same with Marcus.
I think
Okay, so
everyone but Juniper was set at the maximum age. I actually needed to be 21 to have worked as a bouncer, right?
Mm-hmm.
yes, I remember something like that when you created your character. I remember you saying
So my
something
character
like that.
should be actually mid-20s, but
Yeah, it was just a matter of, like, you couldn't be level 1 and be, like, in your mid-20s. That's just not how it works in Modern.
No, I didn't need that one.
Yeah,
I needed...
did you need a second to ponder that, Bob?
I mean, is he actively asking to check the ID cards, I guess?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, clubs there are nicer than clubs here. You just need one person to check, and then we all go in as a club, as a group.
Wow. Over here, that's a good way to get, like, in serious trouble.
Mm-hmm.
At least the one club that I went to was like that.
Right.
I wonder how much would a fake ID even cost?
There's actually prices in the D20
Yeah, I'm
monitor.
looking through it.
Yeah.
The more important question is, would Juniper have one?
I think I would. I mean, I work
not
in the
unreasonable.
entertainment. Yeah, because I work in the entertainment industry, there is absolutely no fucking way that I have not lied about my age
Oh,
at
here it
some
is.
point.
See text.
But I also
Okay.
That's funny.
What's the price? C text.
Yeah.
That's
Purchasing
infuriatingly
a
unhealthy.
falsified driver's license from black market stores can induce mixed results depending on the forger. Typically, a forger takes 1 to 4 ranks.
I think Juniper would totally have a fake ID.
Well, we can't just say you have a fake ID. However, I can
I
tell you to
know.
roll
If this,
1d20.
if this was Blades in the Dark, flashback,
Mm-hmm.
I have a fake ID.
Totally. But it's not.
Eightful. Where is my D20?
You roll any... Well, I'm not going to tell you what the... I want to hear the result first. Okay? What's up?
It's a nat one.
Okay. You could have swore you had, like, your fake ID on you, but you super don't.
My gosh.
Oh well.
Anyway, the orc kind of looks down at you. Well, where's your ID?
I give him my prettiest, cheekiest smile. I left it at home. Think he'd let me in? I slide him like $50.
Wow! Alright.
God, just straight to bribery. Okay.
Alright, so
Depending on the club, this is
need to
a good
see if
or a
he
bad idea.
I need to see if he recognizes you. I forgot that you're a celebrity.
Yes.
19. Yeah, he knows you.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, I'll just save you the time. I know that you're former child actress and pop star Juniper Jones, and I know that you're 19.
He's just a fan, and he's secretly like giddy inside. It's like, I finally met her, but I have to do my job.
And then are you still offering him the $50?
Yeah, come on. I just want to see what's inside. This is my first time down here in this world. Please.
Well, I will say I was surprised to find out that you're awake at you.
Oh, this is really new. Like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks. Please. This once. Promise I'll try my best to not get... I got my shaders and my mask. Look. Being super cute.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to persuade him to let me in, I guess.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, the bribe's doing a lot of work. He's trying to think of how he can do this without anyone else noticing who you are.
Look. I've got my mask. See. And this is and I'm wearing tech wear, so this is not even like out of place if I have a mask on.
He takes the $50 and just sort of pensively holds it for a second. He reaches into his back pocket and produces a beanie and hands it to you. You gotta wear that.
Oh my god, I know what it is. Sorry.
What's the beanie?
Like a toque. I would call it a toque.
But what is?
Oh, it's just like a solid black toque.
Okay. Gotcha. Does it smell weird?
No, it smells like his cologne.
Oh. What is his cologne? What does it smell like?
Aqua Velva.
Sandalwood. Huh?
Aqua Velva. Like
What's Uncle Velva?
it's like
That's a,
Like
it's
Old
a-
Spice?
kinda. It not really. It's like it is like Old Spice in that it's dad cologne.
It's good cologne.
Yeah, it's better than like Axe, for example.
oh god, yeah.
Okay.
Axe is like I'm a teen who doesn't know what deodorant is.
No, it's I'm a teen who puts way too much weight on what the marketing says.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
Alright.
just a black
Like-
toque, and he wants you to tuck your hair up under it.
Okay. I do that right in front of me. Yeah, how do I look? And I do a typical Juniper pose or whatever, which is a cute little like a like the peace sign thing, but and it's right next to her cheek, and then
Mhm.
hands on her hip, like
You're
it's
just an
almost like
idol.
a yeah.
she was
it's an
she
idol
was a
pose.
magical girl in
Yeah, basically.
as a child actress.
She did have that pose. She did have that role.
She was
yes,
in
at
the
one
live
point.
action adaptation of Madoka Magica.
Yeah. It did go great, but everyone loved her as Madoka.
Yeah. No, it was the mainstream audience wasn't ready for so much violence and trauma for children. Anyway, he just sighs. Try to not act like that
Pose.
and have a good time.
Thank you. She goes off.
All right. And the rest of you
Once
get
again-
carted and you step inside.
Once again, she thinks having money is awesome.
It's true.
It's nice to just be able to buy your way in through things.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, the first floor appears to just be like a lounge bar.
Mhm.
Like it's got some TVs in the corner with like whatever sports ball game is going on.
Wait, do they have blitzball?
No, they don't have fucking blitzball. They don't have Quidditch either.
I didn't
I
expect
swear-
them to have Quidditch.
This is all coming from Bobby.
Do they? Oh, that's Bobby. Do they have blitzball? It's like, what?
The fuck is Blitzball?
Yeah.
Wait, does no one play Final Fantasy?
Underwater European
You mean Last
handball.
Adventure 10?
Yeah, no, it's Final Fantasy. Last Adventure.
Last
End Quest.
final,
But no, it's Final Fantasy.
final advent. Final advent.
Right, so yeah, there's the
No.
bar takes up like a whole side of the room, and it's a pretty
back.
large, like spacious bar. Not just bar, but like room that the bar exists in. And at the back, there's a staircase leading up and down. And it, curiously, seems to be guarded by a goblin bouncer.
That
Okay.
seems
Tony's
a weird choice for a bouncer, but sure.
directions. For both directions.
Oh yeah, so he's just standing in front of the, like, open
Access to the stairs,
access
I
to the
imagine.
stairs, yeah.
Yeah. Tony will go... okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, in the
Sure.
room, looking around, it's not quite packed, but it's definitely got more people than you've seen in any one place so far. There are a variety of different humanoids that you might recognize in different configurations. There's a hip-hop centaur hanging out near the bar. And one table has a painted horse-colored Pegasus wearing a trucker cap, drinking beer with two humans and a lizard folk wearing a Kenny Chesney t-shirt.
So this club doesn't have a unified theme.
Not this section. This is a bar. Other than that, you see the occasional little sprite-like thing flying around, or running around. Almost certainly not some sort of humanoid. but unless you have the right knowledges, you wouldn't recognize them at a glance.
What knowledges should we roll?
That one would be Arcane Lore.
Oh, that's a 24.
Hey, 21.
Alright. You notice the most frequent ones are what are called mites. And they're these like little awful things with enormous ugly heads.
Methods. Assuming.
No, they don't fly. They're not like methods. They're mites.
Oh.
Um,
Okay, sorry. Okay.
I actually know what they are, but Bobby definitely wouldn't get that with his knowledge popular culture.
No. And yeah, like, history and mythology or whatever probably would get some information, but nothing necessarily accurate. You also...
So, mites are weird fae, basically.
Yeah, they're like weird little evil fae. They were meant to replace kobolds, or not replace kobolds, but like complement kobolds in Pathfinder. You also see a nymph who is working the bar.
Oh, of course.
Is she cute?
They're all cute. Nymphs are
Yeah, but how cute?
universally hot. 20 charisma.
Damn.
So like slightly below average for a nymph.
I would have thought that would be the equivalent of a 12 for a nymph, but...
Actually, yeah, it is like a 12 for a nymph. You're right. Slightly above average for a nymph. My bad. Anyway, she's very pretty and has a bombshell body.
Okay.
And is dressed largely in vines and leaves.
Ooh.
She's also dyed her hair black. And is wearing thick eyeliner.
Oh, tough.
So, what's everybody want to do?
Tony is probably going to start off by going up to the goblin that's guarding the steps, and I guess try to ask him what's upstairs and downstairs. What's going on? Walks up. Hey, first time here. So, why you guarding the steps? What's going on up there and down there? I guess
Oh, well,
VIP rooms.
well, welcome to the Underdark. Upstairs, you'll find the VIP lounge. Downstairs, you'll find the Lower Dark, which is the dance club.
Oh.
How do you get into the VIP?
Be very important.
Invite?
Ooh.
Only, I take it?
Very much so, yeah.
Okay, Tony's Tony is going to look to chat up a woman, but he's specifically looking for like an attractive exotic woman, like not human, obviously, specifically, but he's also smart enough not to go for the bartender.
Right.
I think. Is he?
Well, does he know that that's way out of his league?
It's Tony. Nothing's out of his league.
I think he would know that he needs to wait till after her shift.
Yeah, he's not trying to get himself kicked out. He's been kicked out enough times out of different bars because of hitting on the bartender.
All right. Well,
Babu's gonna go to
who
the
would
bar and
be
get
an
a
attractive
whiskey.
woman?
He's totally going for a drow.
The
No.
drow's not off the table?
I think he's looking for weirder, non-humanoid.
Yeah.
Non-humanoid or non-human?
Either.
I'm glad you like that, Godfather.
Is there a Lamassu there?
No, thankfully.
This is when
That's a good
Tony
way to
actually
die. Yeah.
This is when Tony finally hooks up with the hag.
I was just
His
gonna
first
do that.
ex-wife.
God, you had to mention it. You had to mention it. I was just gonna do that. Fuck. Fine. So one woman does stand out to you, being like in her late 20s, early 30s. Definitely a bit older, but also like really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
She's sitting alone at a table and nursing a whiskey.
All right. Tony's gonna walk up and be like, hold on, woo. This is not something I'm good at. So, what is his intro line going to be? I mean, I could just do, yeah, fuck it. Hey there, this seat taken?
She looks up at you, looks you up and down. Not at all, handsome. Please, take a seat.
Tony takes a seat. So, what you doing sitting here by yourself?
Oh, just having a nice drink after work. How about you?
Oh, just first time in the Underdock. That's what the name of the bar is.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
first time here. What do you think?
Yeah, couldn't. Oh man, this place is definitely something different. Not something you'd expect. You know. Oh, I guess it is something you would expect eventually, but
Ah, I see. You're from the surface, huh?
yeah.
Pretty new to this?
You could say that.
Oh, here. What's your poison?
I normally drink like a screwdriver or gin and tonic.
She waves over a server and orders you a gin and tonic. Moments later, it arrives.
All right, Tony's gonna sit there and take a sip of it. How good is it? He doesn't know how good the liquor and everything's here.
Yeah, it's perfectly serviceable gin and tonic.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. So what do you do for a living?
Well, before that, maybe introductions are in order.
Oh yeah. My mistake.
Oh.
Yeah. My name is Tony. How you doing?
It's nice to meet you. That's short for Anthony?
Yeah. Anthony Riggs specifically.
Anthony Riggs. That's a manly name. I like it. I am Dorothy. He reaches out to shake your hand.
Tony takes it.
Dances in
Doing
you.
riches.
Make a perception check.
Oh yeah, Tony's making all the mistakes. He's not wise, and I'm playing it that way. Oh my gosh, that's a nat 20 on the die, so I'm pretty sure I passed it.
Her hand is
+5.
You find her hand to be inexplicably clammy.
Oh man, you think they'd it doesn't feel cold in here?
Oh yeah, it's air conditioned.
Man, it's a little bit chilly in here, don't you think?
That's a pleasant cool. I'm not very sensitive to temperature changes. Never have been.
Interesting.
So, you wanted to know what I do?
Yeah.
I'm an apothecary.
Oh, okay. So you like brew potions and the like.
Yeah, I can do potions, but most of my business comes from just traditional alchemy. Or modern chemistry. I do both.
Okay. So would Tony know what traditional alchemy is?
That's
as compared to-
that would be a knowledge arcana.
Yeah, I could also see like a profession or
Yeah,
even,
if you had the relevant profession, yeah, that would help. Or craft
Well.
alchemy.
Yeah.
12?
Yeah.
You're not familiar with alchemy. Well, I mean, you're familiar with what you think is historical alchemy, which is the precursor to chemistry.
Oh, so is there a difference between like chemistry and alchemy?
Oh, very much so. Alchemy takes advantage of the quasi-magical properties of certain things that can be extracted, diluted, recombined, which isn't entirely different than modern chemistry, but while it's focusing more on the physical properties.
Oh, okay. So closer to like transmutation.
Yes.
In
Well,
essence.
transmutation as a school of magic changes things into other things. In this case, it's
Yeah.
more concentrating and combining the quasi-magical properties of things. It doesn't really match up with any school of magic very cleanly.
Right. Okay. That actually makes sense. That makes sense. I've been studying a lot of the arcane stuff since I awakened and all that, and it's some pretty fascinating stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Have you decided to study? Like, are you going to go try to become a mage, or?
Yeah. I mean, I'm working on it. Just trying to get some things down. I've got a few things to help me out figuring it out and all that stuff, but it's not the quickest or easiest thing to get wrap your head around.
Certainly not. Most people don't. Most people begin when they're in their childhood or teenage years, and you seem to be a little older than that.
Oh yeah. I mean, do I look like a child to you? That's a weird thing to say.
Oh, of course not. I didn't mean to insult you.
No offense taken.
If you're ever interested in learning a bit about alchemy, or maybe the fundamentals of magic that I might know, you can feel free to come visit my shop.
Oh, okay. Where's the shop located?
Now here, I'll give you my card. He reaches into her purse and produces a card. You take it and look at it, I assume?
Yeah.
Make a will save.
Of course. God, you can't trust a fucking hag.
Nope.
That's a 12.
12? Alright.
Rolled a 10.
She planted a suggestion in your head. Suggestion changes your... the suggestion sort of encourages you to reach out to her, because you really want to spend more time with her. It's not too far off from something that you actually would feel, so it doesn't seem unusual to you.
Yeah, is her number on the card?
Yep, it's a regular card, but...
Business card.
Yeah, but there's an arcane sigil on there that also had a spell in it.
Okay. Yeah. Tony's cool with that. He puts the card in his wallet, and he's like, "Yeah, definitely have to come check it out and talk to you some more."
I'm looking forward to it. Alas, my drink is finished, and I have to go. But it was wonderful meeting you, Anthony Reed.
Nice meeting you too, Dorothy.
She gives you a broad, if a little bit uneasy smile, stands up, and leaves. And you can't get her out of your mind.
Tony's grinning ear to ear because he just got an attractive older lady's number.
Sure
technically.
did. Much older, but that's for later.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Tony's gonna enjoy his drink and then mosey around the bar. He's happy with his progress. He's probably actually, because out of character, because of the suggestion spell, he's probably not going to chase down too many more people
Mm-hmm.
to sit there and try to schmooze like that. But
Rakshasa? No, I'm not that cruel.
Ooh,
I think you're exactly that cruel, actually.
No, I'm not. It's already a hag. That's pretty bad.
Not all rickshaws are evil, just almost all rickshaws are.
Correct.
But
All right. What was everybody else doing during this?
I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Yeah, no problem. Marcus, what were you up to?
Marcus probably would have gone up to the bar and asked if they actually had any non-alcoholic options on the menu.
They absolutely do. Turns out some of the non-human species can't actually metabolize ethanol very well.
So I'd probably have gone up to the nymph and asked her, it's like, okay, what do you suggest is your favorite non-alcoholic beverage?
Her favorite would be juniper infused mineral water.
Called
So you'd probably
Juniper
order one of those
Jonesberry.
ones and proceed to
Mhm.
more or less, like, put down his business card and say, I know you're a working professional and whatnot, but I'm looking to expand my business, so if you know anybody that needs help, you can always give out this card.
He takes a look at the card without even picking it up. I must admit, this is the most creative pickup line anyone's ever used on me.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Being completely honest, that's what I want that for. You're attractive, don't get me wrong, but, like,
He's just smiling,
thanks, no thanks.
but clearly yanking your chain at this.
Oh, yeah.
So she picks it up, looks it over. It's a private detective.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of help can you offer?
Anything, really. My line of work has gotten so much weirder since I found out about all of this most recently.
I see. Well, you're
So I was like,
handling this a lot better than most.
you either do it or you go crazy, and I've had to deal with enough in my life that I know not just to go crazy.
Far more wisdom than I expect from you. Anyway,
But
enjoy your drink. I'll be sure to go somewhere safe.
thank you very much.
Yep. And as you're turning around, you see what looks like a vine come up from behind her and grab it, and it just disappears.
Shake my head and then look over to look at Tony and go, it's like, wonder how fucked he's going to be getting himself.
Or Toadie's still
I mean-
talking to Dorothy while you're
I
looking
mean, as far
over.
as you could tell, she's just like a pretty 30-year-old lady.
Yeah, but most times, at least in Marcus's mind, it's like, yeah, you go to a random club you just find, start hitting on people, something's going to happen. Whether it's magical STDs or not, he's not sure.
Fair. Juniper, what did you get up to?
Bob?
Oh, wait. Oh, there you
Okay,
are.
there you go. I did. I don't know what I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what Juniper as a person. So maybe ask someone else first. I'm still wondering.
No problem.
Did you
Juniper's
go down to
trying-
the dance floor?
Alright, so
Yeah,
Bob,
I thought this was just a I thought this was just a lounge bar area, and there's no actual dance floor. Did I
The
miss that
goblin
bit?
bouncer told us about the dance floor on the lower level.
yeah. The upstairs is a VIP section, and below is a
Oh.
dance club called the Lower Dark.
Oh.
So I need to know if you went down, because if you went down, I have to follow you.
Well then yes, I did go down. I didn't realize that there was a dance bit. But
Yep.
yes, then yes, Juniper would have gone down to dance.
Mhm.
Probably mask off now that she's got her hair under there. I guess a little less, well, not off, but changed for one that has like like two strip of
A
like
cloth mask
like-
instead of a hard form
no.
mask.
Let me finish. It's got these two like holographic strips on the side, so every time light bounces off it, it'll look rainbowish.
Alright.
Techwear, but fancy. So and she's just gonna not a club going person, so I don't actually know what to do at a club. But Juniper would.
Yes. I mean,
And I'm
normally when
trying.
you're at a club, your options are get yourself a drink, start up a conversation with someone who is also having a drink, or go hit the dance floor, either for your own enjoyment or trying to find someone to dance with.
I suspect that Juniper is the type to go near the DJ and dance, but
Yeah, she would. Yeah, yeah. She's gonna pick a cool. Maybe. Mm, it's first gonna start out like a solo, just a solo dance, I guess. Then she'll. She's that silly. Yeah, she's gonna find like the next most attractive person that she finds there. Just and if they're not dancing with anyone, she's gonna slide on over as if like dance with me thing.
Right.
I suspect if you start dancing alone, people will move towards you.
Well, to set the stage, it's a very large dance floor in a couple of sections, and they all center around the DJ stand. The DJ is 4 kobolds.
Or kobolds in a turntable.
Yep, 4 kobolds working in tandem to DJ.
That's actually
I was
pretty
expecting 4 kobolds and
Sorry,
2
what's the music?
trench coats,
No.
and that's the name of it's DJ 4 kobolds.
I mean, their name is now DJ 4 kobolds.
That's amazing. I love that.
So they're doing a
JJ.
dueling DJ thing, except
No.
with multiple.
No, they're just like working in tandem, like all at the same time. They're all very small, so they can't like normally move around getting stuff, all the DJing stuff. So the 4 of them working together. Speaking of small, while there's plenty of creatures around the dance floor, the next most attractive one is definitely a like medium dark warm-skinned halfling. Got this very like angular masculine face. He looks quite a bit older than you. Considering that he's a halfling, he might be quite a bit older than you.
Is he dancing with anyone?
No, he's dancing alone.
Yeah,
He's an
I'm
average
still gonna
dancer.
do a. Oh, but he's hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just imagine, the Chad meme, except he's just really short, but still super like chiseled.
Yeah, he's not quite as chiseled as the model for the Chad meme. But yeah, he seems to be fit, attractive, and I'd say early middle age. Wearing like nice suit pants and buttoned up shirt.
Right. Button up shirt, huh?
Mhm.
But yeah. Juniper's just gonna I guess slide in there. I really don't know. This is a weird thing for me.
It's entirely up to you.
Clubbing's weird. But no, she is gonna do it. That's the thing. I just don't know how to describe it. I guess she's
Okay.
just gonna she's gonna start dancing alone and gonna move in such a way that she's like in the orbit of that guy, and then look at him and then look at him and then nod a little. Well, not nod, like or like lean, not lean, like tilt her head a little, like
gesture in a way
join
to
me.
suggest
Yeah.
that you want him to join you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get a charisma check.
Oh no. Wait, am I? Oh no, I'm level 3. I'm level 3 in 1 and Oracle, not level 4 yet. Okay. It's charisma, right? Just flat charisma.
Yeah, just your charisma. All you're trying to do is get his attention.
22.
22. Definitely get his attention. Now make a bluff check.
Why bluff?
Believe it or not, bluff is also like sending subtle signals.
Oh. Okay.
Like if you want him to get the hint, that's a bluff check.
Gotcha. Okay, bluff check. 16 plus 9. 25.
Yeah. He definitely gets the message, and he breaks the dance off to walk up to you, and extends his hand to shake it.
On the dance floor?
Yeah.
Does he look awkward, or does he look like he doesn't know what he's doing, or does he, or is this like
No,
he legit means this?
he means this. He looks perfectly confident, and he's looking you right in the eyes.
Juniper would be a little bit weirded out. Not weirded out. Like just she finds this amusing. That's the wrong word to say. He finds this amusing. Takes his hand into hers, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Will
He-
save. Sorry.
Will save. No. Despite
Mhm.
all expectations, he somehow twirls you, and you begin dancing.
She laughed, burst out laughing. That's actually quite fancy.
The halfling has jumps. He has ups.
The halfling has Riz.
Mm-hmm.
That was Rizful.
Yeah. This is a halfling silver fox.
Oh, that's rude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She bursts out laughing. Oh, got some moves in ya, huh?
I've had a little experience. So, what brings you here?
Mostly looking for fun, but this is my first time in this place.
I see. Are you new to New Manhattan?
Yeah. Didn't even know there was such a thing as New Manhattan. Thought that was just a Dr. What thing.
I see. You're newly awakened.
Yeah. Just about.
Very nice.
Koja? Okay.
Who's
She's
Koja?
No. That's my internal voice person. No, I don't say that. But...
Yeah. I know. I'm teasing.
Where the whispers are coming from.
Hmm.
Oh my god. That specific deity named Koja, that would be so funny. Awful, but
Yeah,
funny.
that would be funny. It's a god of
God, furiously typing.
capriciousness and manipulation.
Yeah.
No. Well, if you need to know anything about the city or about anyone in the club, feel free to ask. Spend a lot of my time here.
Well, offered me help and not your name yet. It's a new one.
Well, you going to offer yours? A little rude to ask someone's name.
I asked first.
All right. But my name is Yeah, I need to know the halfway name.
Fleetwood Macbottoms.
Fleetwood Macbottoms? No, but that's fucking good.
No.
Fleetfoot?
Don't make me flirt with someone named Fleetwood Macbottom.
I mean, now you're just making me want to.
No,
please
Fleetfoot,
don't.
because that's definitely a halfling last name.
Oh yeah, it's Malcolm Fleetwood.
No.
No, Fleetfoot.
Yeah, I know, but I still like making the Fleetwood Mac reference.
Yeah, Fleetfoot Malcolm. God. Oh, his name is, let's see. His name is Perrin.
How do I spell that?
P-A-R-I-N. Perrin.
Perrin?
Yeah.
Perrin.
Imagine Bobby's just like wallflowering this thing while white knuckling his whiskey.
I doubt he's white knuckling it. This is pretty usual for him to see Juniper at the clubs dancing.
After seeing the much smaller stature man twirl you, I think he's afraid he's going to make you fall. That would be my assumption, at least. I'm not,
Yeah.
trying to put anything out there, but
I mean, her falling and getting hurt's totally fine within the scope of his job.
Yeah.
oh, yeah. I mean, she's taken a bullet already
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
under
true.
his care.
But also some of the things that she's done for like, for like her acting stuff also does include her doing her own stunts. At the very
Fair
least,
enough.
she knows how to fall.
Yeah,
So I don't think Bobby would be afraid of that bit.
yeah,
He's
fair enough.
seen her do stuff. Yes.
And clearly, with him going out for bleach, he's not like overly
Yes.
protective of her.
No, he's barely protective of her. He is obligated to be.
Yes. It's literally his job to care.
Yeah.
I'm worried about someone kidnapping her, not someone flirting with her.
Yeah.
That's her business. Well, Aaron, my name's June.
Nice to meet you, June.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I don't really know what's good around here.
Oh, what are you
I
interested
just
in?
heard about a club. Well, something fun, maybe something new that an awakened person wouldn't have experienced before being, well, awakened.
That's a lot of things, honestly.
Oh. Well, what's your favorite thing to do then?
Well, I tell you, but that would
Just-
hardly be gentlemanly.
Koja, please. Koja, don't eat my pen. Koja. Thank you. She's full of amused, giggling, laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to decide if that's sincere from her or not, actually. Yeah, sure, she's charmed. That would make it easier on me anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, he's got to be making an impression.
Hmm.
Whether it's good or not, who knows?
It's for me to decide,
Mhm.
/ Juniper.
So, what are your interests?
What are my interests? Huh. Wait, question, DM.
Yep.
Is this a genuine what are my interests question, or is this just him trying to probe or whatever? I don't know. Like, what sort of what are my interests question is this?
What the hell
Is this
are
a
you
flirty
talking
one,
about?
or is this a
No, he's
flirty
just
one,
trying to get to know
or
you.
is this just okay?
Like, you
Good.
said that you want to like experience some things. He said, "Oh, that's an awful lot. What are your interests?" Like he's being both friendly and flirty.
Okay.
Bob completely blindsided by small talk.
Yeah.
Yes, because I can't deal with
Flirty
with
small
talk.
talk.
I was trying to combine friendly and flirty, and I couldn't think of anything other than flirty, and that just sounds bad.
Flendry.
That's also
also
bad.
Friendly,
Flendry.
friendly. Yeah. Flender tea.
Hmm.
Friend tea.
Frienduction.
Mm.
Is that when your friend abducts you?
Yes. Happens more often than you think.
Mhm.
I mean, that's how road trips normally start.
Yes, very much. Get in, asshole. We're going on for a drive. All
I
right.
didn't ask. We're going shopping.
Mhm.
But yeah, she would just I guess she'd say it's art. I like paint. I like painting. In fact, I do some of my own painting.
Oh, very good. If you're
Yeah.
interested in art, there are a number of galleries around. I could give you the names of, and it'd be easier if you would just look them up, honestly. If you're not familiar with the
Yeah.
area, I don't think giving you directions would be helpful.
Hmm. See, that's also surprising to me. Google works down here. That's pretty great.
I suppose that would seem a little strange. Yes,
Yes.
it absolutely does. All of the large hidden cities like this have Google Maps capabilities.
Does that mean corporate knows about the Underdark or the Underworld? Underworld, New Manhattan,
Oh,
magic.
almost anyone above a certain pay grade, so to speak, is awakened. It's a very significant market.
Oh. Interesting. Interesting. He's plotting something in her brain. I guess she's gonna continue dancing with this guy and chatting him up.
All right, Bobby, what are you doing?
I grab a whiskey after following her down to the dance floor, keeping an eye on her,
Mhm.
and vaguely glare at men.
All right, so you're
That are
menacingly
in her
glaring
proximity.
at men. At over half of the people on the dance floor.
Only
Yeah.
when they approach her.
To your chagrin, the halfling keeps giving you little glances, and at least once he
I'm not
winks
glaring
at
at
you.
him. She invited him over.
Sure. Doesn't mean that he isn't trying to fuck with you.
Oh, he thinks you're her boyfriend or someone interested in her. Romantically interested. Let me rephrase.
Yeah. So, Marcus and Tony.
Tony?
Yeah. You guys are still upstairs. I suppose either of you remember the reason you came down here?
I thought we were just checking out the place.
Okay.
I don't think was there a reason for us to come down. I literally think we came down here. Tony came down to get back the IDs, and then we're looking around. We heard about the club, and we came to the club.
Yeah, it's more or less just like
Serendipity.
well, it's more or less that Juniper says like, "Hey, want to head to this place," and then dragged us along.
Right. I mean, that for the
Yeah.
club, but I mean New Manhattan.
That was
Don't
for
remember
New
there being a
Manhattan.
specific reason for us to go to New Manhattan, aside from a curiosity this time around.
I thought you were
Because
told
it
about.
was,
I thought you were told about it in the context of trying to learn more about that cult you uncovered.
What cult?
No. Unless it happened like multiple sessions ago and I'm just misremembering.
I don't think we've discovered a cult, actually.
No, we did. We did.
oh, we did.
Oh, the
Before
one
the
with
slide.
the...
This was
Yeah, crazy ex-boyfriend.
yeah, the one with Leo. It's just I don't remember it being tied specifically to New Manhattan. I think we're missing a thread somewhere that would have brought us down here specifically.
Well, Tony
Yeah.
suggested it. Or not Tony, Frank.
Frank?
Frank suggested
Yeah.
it. But regardless. So
Colt's attacking.
everybody going about their business. Anything else important you guys want to do, or should we move on to another scene?
Tony would ask the bartender specifically for something something a recently awakened normie would have never tried as far as a drink after he finished his gin and tonic.
Yep. Without even giving it any thought, she reaches for a bottle underneath the bar and pours you a glass of wine.
Okay.
There you go.
Tony takes it and pays for it and tips her generously. because he's a little bit, he's feeling good.
Yeah.
So, and he tries the wine.
It barely tastes like alcohol. It's very crisp and almost tastes like the platonic ideal of spring.
Tony gets a weird look on his face. What is this?
Elven wine.
Elden
Elven.
wine?
Elven.
And how
Okay.
much does a bottle of this cost normally?
This one is an older vintage. The bottle would be just sort of doing a little mental math. $30,000.
Tony almost chokes. How much did
Lot of
this
money.
cost, Tony, for the glass?
$600.
Oh. Well, fuck it. I guess he's already tried it. He's going to finish the glass he paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I just, wanted that.
It's very good. You just don't know if it's
yeah.
$600 good.
Yeah, he's on the fence about it. Every time he drinks it, he's still expecting it to taste like wine, and then it's not. So
Yeah.
he just keeps throwing him for a loop.
Yeah, it very much just looks like white wine, but it tastes like something completely different.
Yeah.
And Marcus is more or less just sitting back, drinking, and trying to sort
Yeah.
of take in any conversations that he
Yeah,
can.
your drink just kind of tastes like fragrant nothing.
Mhm.
All right, that was it
All right.
for Tony, at least.
So how long do you guys want to spend here?
Tony's just
I don't
meandering.
think I have a
having
choice.
Time, so. Yeah, I think it's basically when Junie starts to leave and Tony sees the rest
Unless
of the crew. he might
Tony
leave.
or Marcus makes some moves otherwise.
All right, Juniper, how are you feeling?
Juniper's getting his number, probably.
All right. He is. He readily gives you his number.
Sweet. Does he say any other corny shit at me?
No.
Aw.
But he does invite you to let him know when you're in town again, and he'd be happy to take you out.
She says, I'll hold you to that.
You'd better.
I'm wondering. No, that's probably pretty weird. And that's not a Juniper thing to do. She's not a nose booper.
Nope, that
Why
would be a little weirder.
Why is nose booping my flirting? Why is it? Why is it that I don't understand?
I don't either.
It's part of the whole of the whole flirt ending conversation thing. Goodbye. Confuse and fascinate the people you're trying to flirt with. It's like giving people a piece of cheese.
Never stop being weird. Right. So as you depart, he breaks off the dancing again, walks over to another table, and just immediately asks someone else to dance.
Sweet. And she, yeah, not okay. She reconvenes with the party. So now what? We've gone to the club. Seems like a pretty legit place. The VIP area sounds cool. Now what? I'm asking both. I'm asking both out of character, but also in character.
I suspect you want something to eat after all those drinks. I'm looking
That's
at
what you think.
at Tony in particular.
Yeah, Tony's
still holding the glass.
Sorry.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell outwardly. because it's a pure mental thing. But
Oh.
Tony is holding on to the glass that the wine came in. It's empty now, but he's looking at it just like still really perplexed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the fuck you know, he's just kind of mumbling to himself, still trying to figure out how the hell it tasted like that.
Also, Godfather, adding the word elven to something increases its value by 10 times. It's actually because it's like 3,000 years old. Elves live a long time.
Sure do.
But yeah, Tony didn't even hear you ask the question. He's just kind of standing there looking at his glass for a minute.
Oh. She snaps her fingers in front of Tony's face. Tony.
Yeah,
Tony.
well,
Hey Tony.
Elven
good?
wine is fucking weird in a good way.
Is it? She grabs the glass from him.
It's
tries
empty.
it.
It's empty. It's empty.
Oh, it's empty. Never mind. And she's like, is it? How different?
Like,
Why
how do
different?
all right, how do I describe this? You know how wine tastes like wine? How it's just,
Uh-huh.
fermented grapes? Now imagine it
Mhm.
didn't taste like wine and somehow tasted like spring.
So you're really drunk.
Do I look
She
drunk?
goes to the
I
bar.
mean, he is a little bit flushed, but he's definitely not drunk.
Yeah.
He
Despite its like cost and age and everything and novelty, it's the same like 6 to 8% as any wine.
Mm-hmm. She goes to the bar and orders that same glass, puts it on her card, obviously.
All right.
Um,
And yeah,
Take it
Wines
past
is
are
it?
normally a bit stronger than that, by the way.
I guess yeah, more like 10. Whatever.
It's still not enough that one glass and then
No,
one gin and
no.
tonic's gonna get you
It's
fucked up.
it's comparable to wine. And sure enough, yeah, like it doesn't really taste like fermented grapes, even if it definitely is. It does smell like wine, but it tastes like spring. Like a
How'd you
weird
guys get it to taste like
freshness.
spring? Why does it taste like spring? That's what she asks loudly as she tastes. How does it taste like spring? How is spring a
Tony's like,
taste?
I know, right? It makes no fucking sense.
Spring isn't a taste.
I bet
Nobody.
you the bartender's just laughing and just happy she got two people to buy the expensive wine.
Yeah, no, she's cleaning a glass, looking down and smiling, shaking her head. But nobody volunteers an
She
explanation.
she quietly asks. Juniper quietly asks herself. Well, less quietly, but more like because I'm pretty sure like by this point she's a little tipsy because she's not much of a drinker. She's like,
I mean,
did nymphs
this is your
taste like
first.
this?
What?
Nymphs or the the the
Dimps.
the 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 people in the trees, the woodland fairies, whatever. Do they taste like this?
Juniper, are you hitting on the bartender?
The nymph just like slowly cranes her neck back up to look at you. Come again?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, yeah, I mean, this tastes like spring. I mean, like a season. Do other people do people do tree
Juniper,
people do
they did not.
taste
They did
like
not
this?
juice
Mm-hmm.
tree people to make wine. I
I'm
hope.
not saying they do, but I'm saying this needs
Can't believe it's
this
not
needs
him.
there's a need for further research.
Okay. I think the elven wine broke her. We should probably get out of here before she makes a bigger scene. I
yeah,
would think it would taste more floral, Steffingo. Less metallic and more floral
you're
overall.
talking about a steel spring.
He's making a bad pun.
Oh, God. All right. That one went right over my head.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's cool. Anyway, so yeah, the bartender's now just staring at you with like
Abject horror.
no concern and like trying to decide whether to do something about what you just said.
Yeah, she
To-
goes
to-
away.
Yeah, Tony's going to, start kind of ushering her
Mhm.
away. After she finishes her $600 drink.
Yep.
And that's like her week's what's it called, allowance from her parents. That's like nothing to her.
Also, where'd you get that weird hat? Looks weird on you. Did remember
It's a
Tony walked in
beanie.
before she was given the hat? I mean,
Oh
yeah, but you
yeah.
weren't wearing it earlier.
Bouncer. Nice bouncer gave me. Apparently my hair makes me noticeable.
I mean, yeah, I guess. All right, so I guess we're leaving the club.
All right. Heading outside, it's now dark. Considering that you're underground, it's strange that there's light and dark cycle.
I mean, if you party at night.
Yep. The orc bouncer is still there, and
Mhm.
when
She
you
goes back to him, gives him the
yeah, after you leave.
thank you.
Oh yeah. No problem. Takes a Duke and puts it in his back pocket again.
Mhm.
Hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did. It was very fun. Alan Wine's weird,
You
Um,
were
but
He
cool.
knows you're
Tasty.
underage. You're not supposed to be drinking.
he just sighs.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it myself.
She does the 2-finger thing at him and she walks away. Nice.
He just nods
I
knowingly and doesn't say anything.
nope.
So if elven wine tastes like spring, does dwarven ale taste like fall?
I mean, you
The
just
need for further research is
yeah, you
required.
definitely need more
Yeah.
research.
It just tastes like it's just pumpkin spice ale.
That'll be slightly awful.
Dwarves have converged with white women to create the ultimate autumn drink.
No, the dwarves will be quite upset that it's become a
Oh
white
yeah,
woman's
they'd be
drink,
super mad
in the
about it.
surface
They
world.
invented pumpkin
Yes.
spice. It was originally
Yeah.
meant for a different kind of gourd that grows underground.
Mhm.
Well, the
Oh.
pumpkin spice latte is a perversion of the pumpkin spice whiskey.
Mm.
Mm.
A perversion. It's very good. That's yeah.
Someone from the and the pumpkin spice latte stuff. That's all because of like it all started as a small business in the dwarven circle, but it didn't come off.
Ooh.
It didn't work out.
I
And so
also
they
like the
decided let's
idea.
bring the business
Sorry.
outside.
I also
Sorry.
like the idea that pumpkin spice isn't like a created spice. It's literally just a specific ground up mushroom that the dwarves cultivate.
Nah.
Because really, what it is just a mix of nutmeg and a few things like that.
Yeah. No,
It could also be called pork spice, is the amusing thing.
I haven't come up with like a lore for it.
Yeah, I'm sure, but
Right. So
just spitballing.
yeah,
Go ahead.
club time is over. It's gotten dark, but it's still early in the evening. Did you?
I guess
Are you satisfied with what you've seen? Gonna head home, or is there something else to do?
I think we should try one of them street vendors, like they said. That's how you get like some of the
Yeah.
not so
Mhm.
ordinary food around here. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get something.
I guess. Did Juniper ever see that grimoire that the guy gave?
Yeah, you saw the book. Yeah, if it's one of the books that we got, the two books, the grimoire or the ritual book, you've seen it. Tony has it. Tony is basically leaving it at the hideout.
Mhm.
So you could have perused it, but I don't know if you'd understand it without talking to Tony, because I think he's the only one that knows the language at this point.
Was there any like significant markings on the book.
Oh yeah, It had probably had the symbol of Cthulhu or Cthulhu on the cover,
Mm.
among
Mhm.
other iconography. That's just clear. It's technically magical, not magical in nature, but it's ritualistic in nature. Therefore, there's going to be a bunch of like unique markings. I assume.
Hmm.
I feel that's safe to say.
So the vibe is Trooper's not gonna be looking around like seeing if she sees any of that Tulu thing. I don't think. Did Tony tell the party that the book was all culty or not?
You were all there
Yeah.
when he was
Yeah.
talking about it.
Oh,
Yeah, like
they were.
yeah, Frank went through it and even told you what some of the incantations you do are. And it was when he mentioned the skinwalking that it clicked.
Yeah.
Then yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's. I guess with the idea that it's culty thing, she was like, wonder if you can see like secret icon, like this is where the cult is gonna be, or
Yeah.
Okay.
meeting or some shit.
This
You
is
know,
now when we start
because
Juniper's conspiracy arc.
Right.
because he no, but also because people who start cults or whatever, they always think that they're smarter than anyone that they're around, right? That's
You're
how
looking
that
for the Thulu dog whistles. Gotcha.
basically. But also no, because they're like, ah yes, the normal common people probably wouldn't notice this or think that it's not what it is. Ha ha ha. Kind of vibe. I don't know. Would I see that iconography? I I know I'm saying this like I'm not taking this seriously, but I mean it.
No, no,
But
I
I do
understand what
mean
you're
it.
saying.
Okay.
Right. So that is something you could try to do, but looking around for cult iconography is
I
gonna be
guess
very time consuming.
it is. I guess also is there an occult stop?
I mean, yeah, probably. Like, it's not like occultism is frowned upon. It's just that there are,
Mhm.
some cults that are very much not conducive to society.
Mhm. Like the
Like the
cult of
cult of
Cthulhu?
destroying all civilization.
Yeah,
And the cult of the
Is that
lamb.
what that cult is?
yeah, Catholics. Uh,
Oh.
Actually, I guess it would be born agains, regardless.
Yep.
But yeah, like there would be
Yes.
occult stores.
Cool.
There would
Let's
also
visit and let's
what?
see the occult stores, I guess. I say.
Yeah, there would
'Cause
also be churches and temples more like nakedly appealing to uh, non like Abrahamic gods.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm fine with looking that up, but let's get some food first.
Yeah, you're in on the
Oh.
fantasy food.
Yeah, I definitely want. I want to try something like
Plus the fantasy
something
street.
weird. Something weird, and he's not going to ask if humans are safe to consume it first.
Yes,
Juniper will.
I'm looking for that.
Tony wouldn't think about that. He'd be halfway through his food before Juniper even asks.
Yeah. I mean, Juniper's gonna ask, like, she's gonna look dubiously at the food that he's consuming and then ask.
If that's safe to Tony,
That's
it is.
Yeah, I'm looking for the source book.
Oh yeah, let me try
Actually
that Mind
is
Flayer Hogan.
mine. Oh, that's awful.
It's just brains on a slab of bread.
Yeah, exotic calamari.
I hate the idea of brains on a slab of bread, by the by, so good
Well, that's
job.
head cheese. That's just a thing. Head cheese spread.
Oh, that's gross.
I don't like the name of that. Oh.
I could also
Gross.
see like a devilfish delights, and it's just like this, like just like devilfish snacks.
My camera has stopped. Hold on.
Oh, I just imagine you tabbed out, but that would have messed up Surrogate too.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Oh, I don't like the word head cheese, by
Ooh.
the by.
No,
Oh.
it's not good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I haven't had it. I'm just saying, in the context, the word is not good. I don't like it either.
I've never had it,
Um,
but no, I don't like the. I'm not really interested. Not curious.
ooh, deep
You
fried
don't want
purple
brains?
herb
That it.
and Brian's.
That was it. All right, let me turn the light back on.
Oh, okay. Your
Hey.
camera went out because you turned the light off. Okay.
No. It went out because sensitive touched it.
Oh.
Be web.
Gotcha.
There. No, the light went out because I wasn't sure whether it was the webcam or the light that I was unplugging. Answer: it was the light.
Oh.
Alright, so yeah, going around, there are like plenty of street vendors. There are some stands, maybe like what do you call those? Like food trucks that don't move.
Oh.
Food stalls.
Are those
Hawker
stalls?
stalls?
They could
Hawker
be
stalls?
pop-ups as well.
Yeah, but yeah. There are every street corner and every like large parking lot or park has a few.
Mhm.
You see food from a bunch of different cultures, although you're not necessarily sure which ones are which.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tony's just gonna go ahead and pick one. If he doesn't know what he's looking at,
Yep.
one that he can is that I'm assuming the menus are of different languages. So it's gonna have to be one that he can read, or at least pronounce.
No, most of the menus are in both a language and common, which is to say
Okay,
English for this part of the world.
right. As far as, huh?
But yeah, there's food from halflings, dwarves, goblins, orcs. A few humans hawking
Which-
things that look unusual.
I'm gonna go to the store with the humans who are hawking things that look unusual.
Right.
That seems like a safe bet.
If it's
Uh,
not too far away, Tony would go to the goblin
Yeah.
one.
no problem. All right, so Juniper, you approach a stall, and it seems to be selling what looks like deep fried chicken, but is advertised as Southern Fried Cockatrice.
Okay.
Southern
Bobby
fried
definitely wants that.
Yeah. So what's the first thing
what's
that stands out is that like the drumstick is the size of a turkey leg,
whoa
but it's still been breaded and deep fried.
whoa?
Actually, probably pretty good.
That's a big chicken. That's
Ah, yes, it is. Although it's not chicken, that's cockatrice. It's got a much stronger, um, tangy sort of flavor, but it goes really nice with the breading.
oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'll get one, and then I guess I
Right.
look over at Bobby.
That's
Get 3
$12.
$12. Hands over the cash.
Right, here you go. Hand you just a big cartoon drumstick.
God, I love that. Cartoon drumstick.
And it's got some weight to it.
hmm Sidebar: I felt really betrayed that drumsticks don't look like drumsticks in cartoons. By the by,
Oh
as
yeah.
as a child.
Mm.
Or like that most meat you can find doesn't look like Flintstone's ham shank.
Yeah, yeah. Very disappointing as a child. I hated it.
As for
You
the
guys are making
goblin
me
food,
hungry.
as for the
Yeah.
goblin food, uh, a lot of it looks like some sort of like variation on a recipe you might recognize, but with ingredients that are a bit unusual or easier to procure away from civilization.
Okay.
Maybe the most interesting one is macaroni and sausages, which seems to be made with some sort of unknown sausage. But by the smell, you're pretty sure it's not pork.
You should ask what meat that is, Tony.
Nah. Tony will get the macaroni and sausage.
Right. It is not human, thankfully.
Is it halfling?
No, it's not an intelligent species.
Uh,
It's made from just a combination of like a variety of like insects and rats.
oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna go with it's just Republican.
No, that's funny.
Yeah, it's not human. It's just Republicans.
No.
No,
Tony will
it's not an intelligent species. It's just Republicans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tony
no.
will sit there and take a few bites of it.
Yeah, so it's in an interesting kind of
Packaging?
almost no, the sauce in it. It's not cheese. It's like what do you call that? Like a stroganoff, but it's
Okay.
not beef.
Oh,
After
It's
a
not
few
not?
bites of Tony
a
trying to place the flavor
Mm.
and probably failing, he's
Mhm.
going to ask the goblin.
Mm.
So
It's probably also different mushrooms than you're used to.
so what's in this exactly? I can't place it.
Macaroni's made of wheat, and
Okay.
the sauce is kind of a rat stroganoff.
Tony takes a second. He's thinking about it. Did he say sauce or sausage?
Sauce.
Tony sits there. He kind of mulls about it. Takes another bite. Okay, and the sausage?
An assortment. A medley.
Okay. Tony can pick up that the guy's not going to expand
Yeah.
upon it. He just kind of nods and walks away with his meal, kind of munching on it when he regains the group.
Though out of character, it wasn't so much that he didn't want to extrapolate as much as he didn't really know because it's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just throw it in the grinder.
Yeah, like how do goblins make sausage? However they can.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's actually a perfectly good food. It doesn't taste like things you're used to, but you can see yourself learning to like it.
Yeah.
Like
It's definitely not
epic.
roadkill sausage.
No.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tony didn't have to make a con check, or con save, so that's good.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Most of the food down here is going to be edible by humans, and if it's not, the vendor's likely to warn you because there are laws.
Fair enough.
Aw, that's cool.
Yeah.
I
That
think
makes
Mark,
sense.
It's not that the ingredients
Probably
are
go
good,
to-
it's that they use Purify food and drink before they served it.
I don't think the goblin did. Let's be real.
No.
that'd be an upscale restaurant.
No, you just see this factory that's using like diseased animals. They just purify it before they send it out.
Oh,
Is
God.
would that clean it? Would that make it safe to
It
eat?
would, in
Technically-
theory.
Technically.
As long as it's not a magical.
So what's Marcus eating?
He's going straight for the halfling food because he goes, they have to have the best food.
Right, so the first halfling stall you see is selling halfling barbecue.
Halflings are on the menu.
No, they're not Dark Sun halflings.
Are they people from Texas?
No.
Are they?
Texan
But
halflings.
the cook, if you hear him speak, is Cajun.
Oh, that's
Oh.
gonna be some good fucking barbecue.
Yep. So the three major things that they're barbecuing here are what are those called?
Cave cows.
Now, I'm trying to remember what they're called. Possum,
Okay,
Uh-huh.
rabbit,
that's ooh.
and like baby chicken.
baby chicken?
Like small chicken, really small, that you could just put on a skewer like a kebab.
Okay, so
Okay,
like
so
game
like a
hands.
quail.
But it's not quail. It's like some sort of wild bird, like small chicken.
Okay, it's just okay. Okay,
It's
baby chicken.
sparrow
Pigeon on a
or
stick.
whatever.
It's pigeon on a stick.
Yeah, actually, pigeon's not even a bad call. Sure, it's pigeon.
Yeah. Pigeons are something we eat here too. It's quite nice.
Yeah,
I think
Anyway.
Well,
rabbit
in
is the best
domesticated
choice,
pigeon
though.
is super edible. While
Mhm.
the pigeons that you see around urban areas,
Cities?
particularly in North America, are dangerous.
Yeah, I'd be sketched out if the goblin had pigeon.
I mean, yeah.
Granted, I ate rats from it.
Well,
so
they
it's
live
not-
underground largely, so it would be weird if they had pigeon.
Mm.
Not
Let's
a
get a sampler plate.
sampler plate. Yeah, all right. $25 gets you one of each kebab and 3 sides.
Ooh.
The sides are a very normal-looking potato salad.
Mhm. I don't like the emphasis on the very normal looking.
No, it just looks like any other like potato salad. Like it just is potato
Right.
salad, but I guess they came up with it on their own separately somehow.
Mhm.
Uh, something called slaw.
Mhm.
It's not made with cabbage, but it is like a vegetable salad.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
the last one, let me think.
Sweet potato fries,
Oh,
but they're shaped like fingies.
it's a
That's
halfling.
so weird.
Yeah,
Yes.
for a halfling.
I was
to have-
thinking
yeah.
some sort of collard greens reference, but
No. Actually, deep fried crickets.
okay.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds more accurate.
Sorry, it's taking me a while. I'm trying to like invent culture here.
Oh yes, I know. No, it's fine. I just deeply want sweet potato fingies.
You're so
And
weird.
every the dwarven section is just everything is beer battered.
They do that. The beer batter is a thing, but it looks like you can kind of tell from the advertising that it's meant to appeal to humans who don't know any better.
I could just see ale battered everything, and that's just the restaurant.
But no, the more ethnic-looking dwarven foods actually kind of resemble like gyros and calzones, and
Okay.
are convenient to eat while you're doing stuff.
Minor.
The most interesting one, I guess, would be something that translates to soup pocket.
Soup pocket? Soup dumpling. Soup dumpling!
It probably would be soup dumplings, except in pastry shell rather than a dumpling shell.
Correct. Yeah, it's just like uh, beef, vegetable, potato stew inside of pastry shell.
Oh,
That would be
so
really
like,
difficult to do properly, but sounds like it'd be quite tasty.
God,
Yep.
I'm hungry.
I mean, it's just your regular old sausage pie from like in for the Brits.
Yeah, you
That's
make
what
it. You
that
just
is
make
it.
it really thick and like so it's not a runny stew, and you put it in the middle of the pastry. You wrap it in the pastry and you fry it.
Yeah, but and they also have, well, at least for the Brits, they also have like a thin layer of gelatin to make sure the meat isn't dried out.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what that is.
But yeah, there's plenty of ale battered shit. There's and like I said, a bunch of like convenient portable food.
I can see them having a lot of the underground fish and that type of thing as well.
Yeah, like their gyros are largely made with fish.
And mushrooms.
Yep, fish, mushrooms, moss. In fact, moss
Oh, I
seems like
want
a pretty
catfish.
popular, like,
Vegetable.
well, no, like seasoning, like dried out moss.
Uh, do dwarves in this setting raise worms for meat?
No, most of them either herd underground cattle called roth, or they fish.
Oh, I love that.
And of course, mushroom farming.
Yeah, mushroom gathering, mushroom farming, moss gathering. What else? Potatoes, because they can thrive anywhere.
And there is underground wheat in D&D, I know.
Yeah, they do have an underground wheat.
All right.
Wait, underground wheat like marijuana weed
Wheat.
or weed?
Wheat.
Wheat.
As in a
Look.
grain.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, like bread wheat kind of thing. And Bobby, did you want to get something?
Well, he definitely got some deep fried cockatrice.
Cool.
And then
I love that we're focusing a lot on this. By the
Yeah,
way.
I mean, it's world building.
and he also looked through the dwarven section for anything whiskey flavored or bourbon flavored.
Didn't find anything whiskey or bourbon flavored. Plenty of ale battered stuff, but it doesn't look like their food is really alcohol laden.
Okay, he got ale battered mushrooms then, because he assumes that they'd have good ale and good mushrooms.
Yep, you get ale battered deep fried mushrooms. Turns out they're stuffed mushrooms.
Ooh,
Stuffed
are they stuffed with ale?
with a kind of cheese. It's somewhere between like a brie and a blue, and that's a weird combination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be.
It's like soft,
Actually,
but
I
extremely
can
strong.
place that.
Interesting.
All right. So everybody is sufficiently sponsified.
Mm-hmm. Now, I hand Bobby one of the large cockatrice chicken thing.
Yep, cockatrice
Here you go.
drumsticks.
Treat.
Well, I would have gone with wings if they had it, but
Oh,
Yeah, you could get a wing. Wing served on
go
a
back and
stick
get him a wing.
like a chicken kebab.
Yeah, I go back and get him a wing.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm a nice employer.
Yeah, the wing's about as long as your forearm.
God damn. All right.
Oh. Either I'm short or this bird is fucking big.
Cockatrice are big.
cockatrice is the
Yes.
size of a large dog. Normally.
Juniper
Yeah.
is 5'10". I don't think that's short.
Yeah,
It's not short.
No, 5'10" is not short.
See?
5'10" is tall for a woman.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're not. I'm saying that cockatrices are really big.
Yeah,
If
cockatrices
you're
are.
comparing them to most birds.
Yeah. Like
They're like bald eagle size.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they are medium, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right. Big
They
boys.
can get bigger though.
They're big. They're also magical.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying that's what I say to the vendors.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you say again?
I'm not.
Repeat it.
I mean, so, like either I'm short or this bird is fucking huge.
Oh yeah, no, cockatrices are enormous.
Oh. Should I run if I ever see one in the wild?
I mean, if you see one in the wild, you're probably screwed.
Oh. That's not great. Well,
Flash
thanks for
forward
telling
to
me.
2 sessions from now, we're fighting like 3 of them. Sorry.
No.
Should
Fine.
I be seeing one in the wild? Is it common to see one in the wild?
Not really around here. No.
Okay.
You find them more in like plains, so you see them in the Midwest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do they
Midwest.
turn people to stone right away?
Right away, no, but they can petrify people. One of their hunting tactics.
Is it like
Midwest,
claws or gaze?
I actually need to look that up. I forget how D&D does.
I think it's a
I
pet.
think-
Can't they also breathe fire?
It might
This
be.
is out of
It might
character.
be that they breathe stone.
Yeah, I think it's petrifying breath in D&D.
Yeah, I gotta look.
No.
Fictional lore is generally gaze.
Yeah.
But
That would infringe on the basilisk.
Well, I mean,
Juniper's
a
gonna be
cockatrice
like,
is
oh,
an egg that was raised by a rooster.
Here it is. Bite causes flesh to calcify and harden. Multiple bites can cause a living creature to fossilize and just.
oh,
Yep. So it's a bite.
do I
It's a
know
bite.
that? Would
No,
I know that
well, the guy
information? I
knows
guess
it,
not.
but he tells you
And
like, well, as long as you don't get bitten by them.
Oh, alright.
But they are pretty
That's
big
cool.
and pretty dangerous, like magical
Alright.
cassowaries.
Oh no. Cassowaries are bad enough,
Yep,
but magical.
cassowaries, but make them magic.
uh, Juniper's rightly spooked, and she goes like, thanks. Gives she pays for the wings and I don't know, gives a tip, I guess.
All right, thanks you for
Goes
the
away.
tip.
Gives him his large wings
Mm-hmm.
to Bobby. Here you
Yep.
go, your drumstick that I got you and the fucking wings. Have a good time
All
finishing that, buddy. Don't puke in the car.
That's So what are we doing next? Tony says as he's eating his rataroni and cheese.
Ranaroni and cheese.
There's no cheese. This is
Cult
ranaroni and
shop.
sausages.
Yeah.
A cult shop.
All right. So all right. Let me pull up my phone and go to the directory, looking up the word occult in Google Maps.
Right. Looks like there's like 5 occult stores around the city. The nearest one is on the same block.
Waiting for you to say that it's like Dorothy's Apothecary.
No, no. Her
Uh,
store is an actual apothecary and not a cult shop.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it says there's one down here. I guess we're walking.
We can ask about the thingamabob. The little symbol we found on the book.
You
Grimoire thing that we.
talking about that cult thing, that cult Thulu.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You don't wanna find out more about it?
I mean, no. I'd rather learn about magic that doesn't involve killing your family and trying to wear people's skin.
Hmm.
Yeah. But knowing about it could lead us to prevent them from bothering us. Probably.
I think what let's put it another way: learning about countermeasures against uh, undead would be useful.
That
Yeah,
too.
that's fair.
She walks off to the to where she thinks the shop is from the one glance she did at the
Yeah.
map. Is it the correct direction?
It
Or no?
is. And
Yeah.
thankfully the shop is pretty ostentatious.
Oh, cool.
I just need to come up with a name for it.
Does it look like a shop that could probably pass as an occult shop even in the surface?
Oh yeah, this looks like a store in
my
the mall that would
God.
sell tarot cards.
The Lovecraft.
That's good, but no.
That sounds better for a
The
sex shop.
Lovecraft. It's a little old place where.
We can
No.
get some tentacles.
It's the name for a sex shop. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you understand.
Yeah. That's gotta have like an edgy, like Aleister Crowley kind of name.
The Beyond.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of Blank's Esoterica.
That's not bad. Although I also like to
Incest
play on
Esoterica.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh.
Mhm.
Ooh.
I ain't got nothing.
Hold on.
Magic Night.
Hold on. I'm trying to think of like magical words that starts with B.
It doesn't even have to be B.
I know, but I want baubles in there.
Oh. Black
Just call it
magic?
trinkets and baubles.
Black magic, baubles, and beyond.
Yes.
Eh. Oh, my brain was kept going back to Bed Bath and Baubles.
That's real stupid.
No, but Bed Bath and Magical Baubles.
This still sounds like a sex shop.
No, it doesn't.
It's an erotic occult store.
Sure.
But no, what was the idea you had, Sarah?
Trinkets and
Something,
baubles.
Oh,
Esoterica.
somebody's name's Esoterica.
Yeah, I like that. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Jimothy's
Ellie's
Esoterica.
Esoterics.
Samwell's Esoterica.
Mm. Samwell.
Samwell, like a name.
Samuel.
Like Sam and Maxwell combined. Samwell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Samuel. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a last name.
I know. I mean,
Maybe.
I
Okay.
figured that, but I guess what I was speaking. Never mind. Ignore me. Go on. Then.
Yeah.
What do we see in there?
You step inside, and it even looks like what you'd expect on the surface for like a quote unquote magic shop. It's a lot of like occult imagery, books on the matter, selections of tarot cards and other similar like fortune shit.
Mm. Cool.
And at the
Oh.
back of the store, behind the counter, there's a guy sitting on the counter and just sort of observing you coming in.
Is it okay? What species/race is the guy on the counter? Is he just human?
This guy's a human.
Oh.
I imagine that was like actual
Juniper's-
Tony's response of coming in and go, oh.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Disappointing. It's just a guy. Anyway,
Okay.
he's just sort of watching you as you look around.
Yeah, just kind of perusing things. Tony is wearing his
Anything
amulet just
cool
under
on
his
the
clothes,
shelf?
so he can read magic as he's in there.
What was that, Pop?
Anything cool on the shelf? Like, is there anything that's particularly wow? That's magic shit going on right there. Vibes.
Yeah, as you get further back in the store, there are some pretty conspicuous like rings and amulets. A couple of books that purport to be of the occult.
Mhm.
If anybody has like knowledge occultism, this is the time.
Not occultism. I think I have
I have
arcane
knowledge,
lore,
philosophy,
but
and
that's about it.
religion.
Ooh, that might work.
Now, occultism is its own skill.
Mhm.
Okay.
I thought that
Nope.
was Arcana.
No, occultism is a separate thing. It's even a skill in Pathfinder itself, and I've migrated into this system. Where Arcana deals with like magical beasts, like monsters, dragons, magic, that sort of thing. Occultism is more to do with like aberrations, psychic phenomena. What would be called dark magic, which is occult magic.
Mhm.
What else would there? Incantations, rituals, shit like that.
I can't make the check.
That's all right.
I guess we just look around like whoa. Huh.
Yep.
This somehow both look something like I'd find in the surface world and not. That's impressive.
Tony's gonna look through the scrolls, see what's there.
Yeah, no, there's a selection of scrolls, all right. Pathfinder. Oh.
Could just move away this piece of hair from my face, or I can continue to ineffectually blow at it.
I vote blowing.
Most
All
people
right.
do.
Hey. So, the first scroll rack you take a look at, using Read Magic,
Mhm.
you're able to determine that Scroll of Sleep, Ray of Enfeeblement, Detect Secret Doors, Heed, Read Magic, Entangle, Magic Weapon, Sanctuary, Voice Alteration, and Protection from Evil.
The detect secret doors. What level spell is that?
1.
Eh. And bleed, if I remember the spell correctly, all that does is if someone's on the ground, and they stable. If they're stable, you can make them not stable.
Yeah, you make them start bleeding out.
But that's a cantrip.
Mhm.
Yeah, Tony's gonna me.
Well, there could be more. Would you like to keep browsing?
No, I think after he goes through the rack on the scrolls, he'd move on to just other things. See what the tags say they are.
Mm-hmm.
More like
Is
magical
there
items, rings and stuff.
anything in the shop that is like that sort of lists out these are the cults that are well known in this magical world, blah 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 blah. Is there anything like
Right.
that?
That would be something to ask the guy.
Okay. I go up to him like, hey, um,
Uh,
cults.
hello. What
Hi,
about cults?
are cults normal? And they're in the magical gear world?
Oh, I see. You're new, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Well, I'm going to need you to be
Maybe.
more specific. Cults are a very broad subject.
Oh,
Do you mean what? I'm
well,
going
I
to need an
guess.
example.
And I Juniper is someone who always carries like a tiny sketchbook in one of her multitudes of pocket.
Yep, we've had this
Brings
come up
out
before.
yes, uh, brings out her little you know sketch set and sketches out the the symbol that she remembers well from the book, whatever.
Right, like a
Anything that looks like that?
rough approximation of the holy symbol of.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, yes, indeed. That is the holy symbol of Dread Cthulhu.
I
Oh,
thought it was pronounced Tulu.
Ah, yes, Tulu, Cthulhu, Cthulhu being the most accurate, but still something that our voices cannot properly pronounce.
mm, mm.
Are you interested in learning about the cult?
Yes, I am. Uh,
Hmm.
had an uh, mm, concerning um little uh version with a uh and well,
I
came
see.
across one.
I take it you're something of
Not
a
as
neophyte to this sort of thing.
neophyte.
New.
Yes, I am.
Then I would recommend. Oh, let me look up the name.
Baphomet.
Now it's a real book, but uh, in this universe, instead of it just being made up bullshit, it's like actual esoterica.
Ooh,
Trying to find the name of the book.
Me. Kitab al-Azif?
No, by Aleister Crowley.
I think I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of the name.
Me either, and that's why I'm looking it up.
Crowley did a lot of weird things.
Good weird or bad weird?
A lot of weird, more bad than good,
Yeah,
I would say.
definitely more bad.
Gotcha.
Dark rituals, that type of thing.
See.
Not all of his stuff is bad, but let's put it this way. If magic was real, he was a dark mage.
I see.
He was an occultist.
Big,
Right, The
big
Equinox,
starting.
Volume 1.
Huh. That's not fake stuff? Question mark?
No. Aleister Crowley was the most accomplished occultist of his time.
Well,
He didn't
Well,
really respect that barrier between the awakened and the unawakened, did he?
Not entirely. He certainly didn't agree with what he would call the masquerade.
I thought that was vampire stuff, Tony
Yes.
says in the background.
Yes, that's, I believe, where White Wolf got the idea.
huh. I get more of it.
Anyway, I have a copy of it here. He goes behind the desk, goes
That'll
through
be
his
4,000
filing,
gold.
taps something, or, like, remember it, walks over to a bookshelf, and pulls the book off the shelf. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the original first edition, but this is still an accurate copy of it. He presents it to you. It's got a price tag of $49.
That's
No.
that's more affordable than I expected.
Well, as I said, it's
She
not the
says-
first edition already.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the
I guess she buys
any of
it.
the magical designs or occult symbols, they don't actually have any function because this came from a printer.
Oh. So designs need to be hand drawn for it to actually work?
Yes, in the correct kind of ink medium.
Oh.
So it only works as a reference piece, is what you're
Yes.
saying.
Precisely.
Fascinating. Do you
So
know
do you-
anything about this cult?
Of Hulu,
Yeah.
I do know that they're something of a doomsday cult. From my memory, they believe that when Dread Cthulhu awakens, he will plunge the earth into darkness, killing everyone. And their hope is to be the first to die so they don't have to suffer.
I mean, that makes sense.
Any cult works, but like
Yeah, it's not.
they can just do
it's
us
not
all
as-
a favor
Yeah,
and just
it's not as
not-
crazy as other cults. I mean, it's not any crazier than other cults. It's just crazy. The problem
So,
being that they're right in this case.
So,
Seems
Yeah,
just
but why are
my-
they trying to make him wake up earlier?
I couldn't
Oh,
begin
they're
to
trying
tell
to
you.
wake up.
if I had to assume, it's kind of like, when you're in school and you got to do a presentation, you'd rather just get it done and over with than have have to wait for it.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Huh.
Yes.
But just a quick question: when it comes to that kind of stuff, do you purchase would you purchase it like secondhand, or do you have to get it from like original sources?
Oh, you mean the like a first edition version of Equinox?
Well, not specifically that, but I mean just like culty difficulty literature in
Uh,
general?
there would be a number of initial printings, different editions, that would be handwritten and or a combination of machine and hand written. There would be considerably more money in limited print runs.
Of course, but the question is, do you purchase it from, like, say, if I were to come in here with a ritual book from Dagon, would you purchase that if it's authentic? Obviously.
Potentially, if it's something that that I either personally have an interest in or that I thought I could sell.
Good to know.
We're
Good
not
to
exactly
know,
a
Tony.
pawn shop, but we deal in esoterica. It's not. Trade is sort of a part of the deal.
Oh,
Good to know. Good to know, Tony. Keeps that in the back of his mind.
That being said, if you're interested in something more practical, we do have a number of magic items. Each one should have its common name and or use listed just underneath of it. You can find them over on that wall.
Tony would be at that point perusing through them, rings and amulets and
Hmm.
circlets or
Nice.
headbands. Headbands! Oh god, instead of a circlet, it's a headband of blasting.
Headband of black. Oh god. No, it's like it's actually a necktie that you have to tie around your head.
Oh my god, that's that's so much worse. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, no, it's the necktie of, instead of the headband of charisma, it's a neckband of charisma, but it's got to be around your head, or necktie of charisma, but it's got to be around your head.
I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate every single one of your ideas.
Right. So there is a ring of jumping.
Okay.
Ring of protection.
That's the one that adds just straight to your AC,
Yeah,
correct?
+1 deflection bonus.
Okay.
Ring of sustenance.
Ooh. Nah, Tony likes eating things.
Ring of ferocious action.
I don't know what that one is.
Me either. I'll look it up in a bit. Ring of spell knowledge 1.
That one's got
Does that
Tony
just
interested.
give you an extra?
So what is this spell knowledge thing? What does it do? It just says spell knowledge 1.
Mm-hmm.
Or the fundamentals to do magic.
Comes in 4 types. 1 through 4. A ring of spell knowledge comes in 4 types. 1 through 4. Each of them useful only to arcane spellcasters that perform their spells spontaneously. So not a mage, but a sorcerer, or perhaps a warlock.
An oracle? What would an oracle?
An
That's
oracle,
divine. That's
an oracle is a spontaneous spellcaster, you're correct, but they are given divine power by a deity.
Oh,
So how these work is they store a specific spell as sort of a magical storage device. And while wearing the ring, one of these spontaneous casters could cast the spell as though they knew it themselves.
okay. So it's out of character. It's just spell storing for sorcerers. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's an extra spell, but they can just cast it with their spell slots, so they just permanently have that spell.
Oh, okay. So basically, while they have the ring or whatever on, it basically just adds it to their spell list.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
actually that's
In fact,
that's better than spell storing.
yes. In fact, this
Kind of.
one is empty.
Oh,
So it
Okay.
can have whatever this guy can cast put into it.
was that all the rings, or did you have more?
Oh,
on the
there's
list?
more.
Okay.
Ring of feather falling. And something called the Ring of Grasping Grave.
Oh, okay. I'm interested. I want to know what the ferocious attack and the grasping grave does, but I'd also like to know the um cost of the Ring of Featherfall and protection.
Yeah.
Ferocious action allows you once per day, when you get the staggered condition, to ignore that for up to 5 rounds.
Wow.
That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad for Bobby.
Pretty situational, but
Granted,
interesting.
the
Yeah.
Ring of Protection also would be good for any of us.
Yeah. I think that would be its best for an oracle with the Powerless Prophecy curse. Because they get like a huge initiative bonus, but are staggered the first round of combat.
Oh, okay, so they can just ignore it and
Yes.
then.
Oh, it has to be from an enemy's attack.
Oh, well, never mind then. They thought of that.
Mm.
Ring of the Grasping Grave. You can make a melee touch attack against undead creature no more than one size category larger than yourself, cutting off that creature from undying energy. Wearer never suffers any ill effects that might normally occur from coming into contact with an undead creature touched in this way. On a successful hit, the undead cannot be healed or aided by the effects of negative energy for 1d4 rounds. During this duration, positive energy affects the undead creature normally.
Okay.
So they can't be healed. Negative energy stuff doesn't work, and whoever is like controlling them can't fix them up. But
Okay, and if they have an effect where if something comes in physical contact with them to happen, it doesn't.
only for the purpose of using the Grasping Grave Ring.
Right. So
Yeah. So if you touch, see what would be something you would touch.
I think
gas? Yeah.
no, I think like one of the ghost ones. I forget what it is. A wraith
Right,
or
a
something. I
wraith,
think
yeah.
they have a.
Yes, if you touch a wraith, you take wisdom damage. So yeah, if you were to like reach out and touch a wraith, you wouldn't take wisdom damage if you're using the Grasping Grave Ring.
Right. Okay. What's the cost on the Featherfall and the Ring of Protection?
Featherfall is 2200 GP. So calculator.
Dash expansive.
Yeah, it is. How much gold do we have?
$44,000.
We update the list ever since I date for the I
We
think I
haven't
paid
spent
for
any of it, so no.
spent okay. I spent it on
2200.
actual cash.
Yeah, you spent
$44,000.
wealth. What is that in wealth?
Not sure. I'd have to pull that up.
I think it's beyond what Tony's willing to spend for it.
Let me get
But-
you the projection. That's just 40K flat.
And
Yeah.
by the way, we have 91 platinum, 809 gold, almost the 800 silver, and almost the 3400 copper.
Yeah, so 2000 GP or 40K.
Okay. And what is 40K in
I'm looking it up now. Is 30.
Yep, and that's the cost for either the protection ring or the featherfall, or
Yeah, they both fall in the same range.
yeah, no, yeah, no, that's a bit beyond Tony. So he's gonna sit there and be like, oh, that's interesting, and move on.
Yeah, I mean to be fair to the wealth system, a bit beyond is exactly what it should be for your level. Like, could do it, but not really worth it yet. Too much.
Well, let's see here. You said what was it? 34?
Just 30.
30. Yeah, to hit that, Tony would have to roll a 16 or better. So.
Mm-hmm. You see, let me just do a quick roll on some other things. I'll point out things I think you might be interested in.
Okay.
Oil of magic weapon.
I think we have that actually.
Yeah. Potion of protection from chaos. Uh, ba- 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 ba. Cloak of resistance.
Ooh, how much is that? Is that in the same cost range as the?
Yeah, 20k. So it's a little
Okay.
lower.
Oh, 20k. So yeah, that should actually be significantly lower.
That would be more of a 28 or 27.
27. Man, that's so rough.
Right. And a handful of pearls of power.
I know what pearls of power do, but Tony would probably ask if it's not described there in front of him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a pearl of
But
power stores magic energy in order to cast a single spell. Prepared spellcasters can make use of it.
okay, yeah, that's all Tony's going to look at here. I think. I mean, he's going to keep looking at stuff, but he's not
Or
going to
not
go into
prepared,
depth looking at stuff.
spontaneous. My bad.
Is it spontaneous? I thought there were
Let me double check.
ones for.
Yeah, there might be one for each.
It's for prepared casters.
Okay.
But specifically, it doesn't have to be arcane or divine. It
No,
just works.
yeah.
Yeah. So that might be something Ichikachi's Juniper might be interested in.
Yeah.
Well, she's spontaneous. Spontaneous
Oh,
cat.
yeah. So that's something you'd be interested in.
Yes.
Yeah, let you just
Tony's
recall
not
a
there yet.
spell once per day. At first level. First level spell.
I think Marcus would ask, like, so how much is for one of those pearls?
Pearl of power, we're looking at 1,000 gold pieces or $10,000.
27 is 2,000 or $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
10,000 is what? 24? 25. I was close.
Yeah.
I'll take one.
All right. Do you need to roll?
And I can just take 10 and I'll get it.
And
Yeah.
how much do you lose?
2.
Okay. Hey, you get a pearl of power.
And those recharge daily, I think.
Yep. Yeah, they just give you an extra spell per day based on the spells you prepared.
Neato-reeny.
Right?
All right.
And I guess that would be all of the magic kit that would be interesting. Juniper bought a copy of Equinox. Anything else anyone wants to learn about or take a look at before we finish?
Different kinds of magic casters, I guess. And I guess Juniper is specifically looking for actually no, she's gonna ask. So so I heard like maybe like oracles or divine touched people will get magic powers or some stuff from a sister in a church somewhere.
I see.
Is that correct?
Yeah, certainly. An oracle, otherwise known as a favored soul, has been granted divine magics normally available to priests, but simply by virtue of a god's interest. You don't need to even pay fealty to the deity, or may not even be aware which deity sponsors you, or even at first that you have been made an oracle. But as you become more experienced and better at spell casting, you'll find yourself with access to more and more of the magic. As long as you don't deviate too much from your ethos, you shouldn't be denied that magic either.
I see. But if I don't know who, how,
I see.
my ethos?
So you are a new oracle.
Yeah, Juniper's got a god simp.
I guess that's what it is. I don't know.
May I ask if you've been suffering any sudden ailment or disability that you didn't have before?
She. Well, there is this constant, sometimes low, sometimes high hubbub of noise that I hear.
What kind of
Like-
noise?
Like people talking, but it's not.
Voices.
Yeah, like voice.
I see.
It's
Very much
not
could be an oracle's curse.
psychological. Oracles
No.
can curse.
No, you don't have any of the other symptoms of schizophrenia.
No. So
Are you
that
certified
was the
to
first
say
thing I
that?
checked. Huh?
I mean,
What?
it's simply a
What did you say?
fact. He asked if he was certified to say that. It's simply a fact. You can even
Oh.
cross-reference it with a DSM if you like.
I'm not weirdly paranoid. Do I actually see things that aren't there?
Well, also there's
That was.
a whole thing called negative symptoms, which are things that should be present but aren't.
Oh.
Yeah, nobody talks about them because they're not as like sexy as hallucinating. But people with schizophrenia often have a really reduced, uh, willingness to speak. They'll speak in very like small sentences, only answer questions exactly as they're asked. They'll often have a flattened affect, meaning that they don't show a whole lot of emotion on their face. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, I find that sometimes it's a little hard to focus. But
I
other
see.
than that, I can't do anything. Oh, and I woke up and I suddenly could do magic, and I do, and I do lights. What's it called again?
You have like
Light.
dancing
It's
lights
usually
or a
called light.
cantrip?
Oh, light.
Yeah. And I do the light cantrip.
All right. So you just you need to target on something or someone.
Yeah. On my mask, I touch my mask
All right.
because I'm still wearing the face mask.
Yeah.
Like,
So the front of your mask starts emitting light like a torch.
mhm.
It's like blinding to you.
Oh, maybe that was a bad idea. And I
I see
uncast
that
it.
you're very new to this.
Well,
Yeah. But yes, certainly that does appear to be magic. And if the voices are a new phenomenon for you, it would appear you are indeed an oracle and you have a curse.
Oh.
Now,
well, that's not great.
Well, it's an unavoidable side effect of an oracle's mysterious powers.
I see.
Since you're not praying for magic to be bestowed upon you, your mind.
No.
Rather, the magic is being channeled into you through a deity directly. There are negative effects to that because you're not yourself divine.
I see. Is that gonna get worse over time, or how does this work? Is there a book I can read about this?
Get a book from Mary Shelley?
Yeah, you did.
Not a character?
Oh,
Yeah, she did.
I know, but I mean more books.
Oh,
Any other
okay.
books?
Sorry.
I don't believe that we have anything on the subject. It doesn't really fit into the realm of the occult.
I see. Sorry,
But no,
I'm
that's
new to
perfectly
this. I
fine.
thought it would be the same.
Right. I mean, there's to a degree, this is a magic shop, but it is not an all-purpose magic shop dedicated to the occult.
Gotcha. Thank you. Helpful. Very helpful.
Now, if you wanted to learn about
I'm glad.
psionics or occultism or diabolism, then I
See,
could
that sounds interesting.
Love that game.
quite.
She gets a book on
Diabloism is
diabolism.
just optimization of classes in Diablo.
That's
It's
awful.
just Blizzard's guide to work culture.
Oh. No, diabolism is just another word for warlocks.
Yeah.
Um, I guess we can go away now. And as soon as I get home, I guess I want to read about whatever it is this cult of Cthulhu does. What
Right.
it if they target someone specifically, etc., etc., etc.
All right. I'll make sure you get that information by next session, but for now, we're finished.
Okay.
Wasn't
One
the most
thing-
eventful one, but a lot of world building, and you guys seem to enjoy yourselves.
The idea that we went down here, we are literally just acting tourists.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We're just
I mean,
trying to
yeah.
do all the tourist things.
I'm curious to see how we get pulled back into the main narrative though at this point. I'm not seeing it, and I don't really know what kind of motivation Tony would have to go out looking for the cult.
Mm-hmm.
Because to him, it seems more like it was just a one-off thing, similar to like what's his name?
Random
Arm and
act of
Hammer?
gang violence.
Well, yeah, it's similar to like Arm and Hammer. Like the issue's resolved,
Mm-hmm.
and like cleaned up for him. Like so, it's not even really on his mind. Juniper bringing it up is just kind of like, okay, why are you worried about that? We don't have to deal with it. The dude's dead, and it's over with. He's
Yeah.
actually thinking about selling the book that he had to this guy.
Sure. And he probably would buy it.
Yeah.
Well, there are a few different ways I could hook you back in. I've got more than one.
Yeah, I'm just verbalizing my
Yeah.
my thoughts on it.
Oh, totally. I figure it's either going to be Juniper drags you kicking and screaming into it.
Yeah. Or something happens.
Or, yeah, another thing happens to someone that you know, or that one of you know. Or Marcus ends up just, like, detectiving his way into it by accident.
That's funny.
There's also the option, because Tony is in his free time, he's going to come down and he's going to keep trying to like schmooze up to Dorothy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep,
I mean, there's also an entrance.
Dorothy is another one. Yes.
I like the idea
And
that Marcus just gets a contract to look for someone, and it leads into that.
Yeah, totally. Like, there's a bunch of different ways we can do this. Depends on how you guys want it to go. It could also just be Frank enlists you for help. Like,
Yeah, Frank's also good.
It's also quite funny that these three other people who are like several years older than Juniper are just following what she does.
I
What
mean,
she
we're only a
decides she wants
couple
to
of
do for the
years
day.
older. There's nothing to say we wouldn't be in the same friend group.
yeah.
Generally speaking, it's just Tony is.
I mean, you're also the most personable and charismatic. People are more likely to listen to you.
Oh, that's true.
It feels weird, doesn't it?
You're trying to say something.
I'm used to it,
That's
honestly.
rude.
Trying to say something about me. Yeah. Cool session.
Yeah. Hopefully, next time we get a little more. Oh, and right, Bjornvar. Bobby asked about like gladiator shit, and was told,
Yeah.
"What? No, but we have MMA clubs." You could look into that further if you'd like to.
Yeah, he will at some point. Especially since he has this magical power that he can channel through his fists.
Yes.
Does he know about that already?
Oh, I know that I can channel power through my fists. I just don't understand why I can channel power through my fists.
Oh, okay, that works. I love that. I love that for him.
Reading cultivation novels.
Yeah, he's been reading Cultivation
No.
manhwa. Oh, that's great.
He clearly reads Superpower with Giant Sword manga. Thank you very much.
I mean, that could be like those cultivation things. It's just about like cultivating chi and using it for bullshit.
Well, no, I'm very familiar with cultivation novels myself.
Okay.
Mm.
He's
But yeah, I like the idea that they're instructional by accident. That's funny.
Yeah, it's very funny.
well, it would be more like
God.
him trying out that superpower in a superpower anime thing.
Yeah, he learned it from
He learned it from one
Ya Ya
not Mike.
Hookah.
No,
Nah,
Yu
Yu Yu
Yu
Hakusho is
That's
still a thing. Still a normal thing. It's too
I
important.
know, I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's too
But
important.
it would be more like
It is.
those.
Mike One Punch
It's
guy.
just that those
That's how he
meditation
learns it
practices
probably.
they tell you to do before a fight, and
Yes.
Yeah.
they just clicked with him.
hmm
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, if you have a
I
natural
love that.
affinity for chi, totally.
And it's just stuff he got from his coach, who actually had
Yeah,
key powers.
who is a Tibetan Buddhist?
No,
Mhm.
just probably supernatural. So the way I'm thinking is like he's going to a gym that does MMA and practical self defense and combat stuff, right?
Yeah.
And the guy who taught his teacher is awakened.
Right.
So he's getting second hand stuff. So he's not being taught properly. He just has a natural aptitude
Right. Okay.
for using magic violence.
I like
Love
the
that for
idea.
him.
I do like the concept that freaking Bobby's just gonna turn into like this drunken master because he does trips. So
Yeah. Well, Drunken Master is a style feat, I believe. He could
Yeah.
take.
Drunken Master is a weird build that I don't want to get into.
Yeah. Well, it's all about
fair
like
enough.
like throwing shit, improvised
Well,
weapons.
the improvised weapons isn't the weird part. It's the consuming alcohol to breathe fire type stuff,
Yeah.
but it's also a feet hog
It is a feed hog. Yep.
getting it proper.
Because it's not a practical martial art. Doing it right means investing a lot of time.
But yeah, you can drink a bottle of alcohol and have fire breath.
Yep. It comes
But
with some
that's
pretty
like
crazy
4
shit,
feet in.
but it's tricky. It's actually a lot easier to learn how to Hadoken. That's
Well,
just
yeah.
1 feat.
Uh,
I mean, you
2.
need improved unarmed strike and stunning fist, but like,
Yeah, it's an improvement for stunning fist, which I don't inherently get.
I navigated away. We almost lost Keegan.
You're
Oh
all
no.
I
Okay.
sent the only 2 items that I found that actually deal with key pools in relevant for me ways. By the way,
Right. I also might just
there.
introduce some, like the one I
Yeah.
gave to Ichigo.
Oh yeah, there's definitely others. There's another one that when you use a key point, you for a round get an effect,
Mhm.
or you get a +1 when you're using it for them. But
But what if like satisfy a condition and gain a key point back?
one of them is a meditation map that allows you to regain key
I
after an hour
I
of
know you said
meditation.
nap, but I heard meditation app, and that's very funny.
Yeah.
There actually is a meditation app. There's multiple, but
No,
I
no, a
actually have
meditation
one.
app that actually helps you get your
Meditates for you.
yeah. You have to
Well,
spend an
that
hour
helps you
listening to it,
regain.
meditating, and you get a fucking key point back.
Yeah.
Stupid. All right,
Mm.
but we're gonna call it here. Let's go around, have everybody tell us who they've been. Let's start this time with the Rockbender.
Yes, I'm the Rockbender. I've been playing Trusty Tony, who
Very
I'm
trustworthy.
really trying to get this hag idea going down the road. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with it.
Oh, but yeah, and
Yeah, she got clammy hands, but she's damn hot, man.
yeah, you know,
Lubrication.
who knows? Might have a couple little changelings on the way.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't like that.
No, you shouldn't. It's not
Nope.
good. Tony is not a good person, and he doesn't make good decisions.
But the hags in this world, I'm using like the Forgotten Realms kind of hag. So they don't birth changelings; they birth hags whole after eating a baby.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so that means Tony doesn't have to worry about kids. Gotcha.
yeah. Or rather, he might have to have kids with
Oh.
someone else in order to have kids.
Yeah. Tony's
So
looking
he
for a
doesn't need
good
to worry about
time.
child support, is what
Um,
you're saying.
Yeah, he
Tony's
doesn't have
here
to
for
worry
a
about
good
child
time,
support.
not a long time.
Yeah.
Also, we've got Bob to Nose.
Hi, it's me, Bob. You know who I am.
They might not.
Sure.
Rude.
Well, then that's their problem.
Bob is my co-streamer and streams with me 2 or more times a week.
Yes, I've been Juniper Jones, resident person who should know how to interact with other humans better than. That's the one problem with playing a more charismatic character than your actual self.
Yeah,
You actually have to work out what that charisma looks like.
right. It's tricky. It's like
I
playing a
forgot
character
to do
smarter
that
than
bit.
you is also tricky.
Yeah, and that's a problematic bit. No, I need
Unless you're
to figure out who I
narcissistic.
should base my character.
Well, I think it's a good experiment. Like, there's really no rush to get things right, and there's nothing wrong with asking, like, how should I approach this?
Yeah. Oh, like I don't go to clubs. How do I club normally normal person?
First, you get a baby seal.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Bjornvar.
Baby seal.
Hello. I've been playing Robert Smalls, aka Bobby. He likes to hit things with other things, which we haven't been doing much of this lately. But his preferred option is hitting the floor with the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
See.
And last but not least, Surrogate.
Hi. Surrogate, I've been playing good old Marcus.
The normal one.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes, Mr. Anderson. This is
Honestly, the normal one.
yes. The straight man of the group.
Yes. And you're a private detective who is dipping into wizardry.
Yep.
You already have your first level in wizard?
Yeah, I'm my first level in mage.
Oh, cool. Did you, I'll take a look at your spells after. I didn't actually...
Okay.
Nothing wrong with it. I'm just curious what you got. Anyway, for now, that's going to be it. Tomorrow's my day off. I'll be back on Monday with more Baldur's Gate because it refuses to end. But I'm going to do my absolute best to finish it up so I can move on to another extremely long CRPG.
But with me this time.
Yes, with you. And it's also a good one.
Watch me try and date every single one of them.
I'm going to mod it so you can.
Yes.
I don't know if they'll all go for it because there's a few exclusive ones like Lon and Wendewog. You can't do both. Anywho, what you can do is support me over at patreon.com/greatcanadianguy. In particular, I want to thank my producers who contribute $5 or more a month. They are Scipio, Jalzir,
Give him
Midnight
money.
Saber. Give me money, please. I need it to live. Egan, Bjornvar, Telepic, Vivacia, Emerald Embers, Dark Savant, Bop Dodos, Zombie Fighter 89 on Twitter, Jocko, the Rockbender, Sid the Squid, and Basim El Wakil. Anyway, catch you Monday!
Bye.
Bye.